Hi. Welcome to Etheridge TV. That's pretty good.
That's pretty good.
Yes.
Cheers.
And so we started, when I started at the end of the... Oh, that's so funny. Okay.
Were you playing with your feet there? Because it looks like your keyboard, but you got your... No.
Am I playing with my feet? What?
Well, no, it was keyboard because you've got your hands up. No, never mind.
No.
So
Anyway.
we're going to show. So this is where we left off. Is you with the road show?
Yeah. I wanted to say, here you go. Here's the road show.
Okay.
Just to remind you of what I was doing for the many years and earning fine.
And again, there's
money.
your geometry teacher making out with some guy, parents without partners. No, I don't know. Here we go.
Not here. It was my home ec
Gotcha.
teacher.
Oh, so
And
this
remember,
is,
so I finally got to be. This is the end of my junior year.
Right.
I go have pizza with, the
doing
youth
normal
group
kid
on a
stuff.
Saturday night.
With your Barbra
people
Streisand
did with
haircut.
I wish.
well, it was starting to grow up. No, with your
Yeah,
Barbra
with my
Streisand
hats
hair.
like that
Yeah.
and my overalls. Evidently, I was a lot in overalls.
Yes, yes.
So and this is actually a picture of me on the front of the paper.
Can you freeze it, or will it?
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
we need to talk about your sweater. So
I
that's
know.
see,
So this is a pep rally before a football game. Another thing I never got to go to in high school.
and does everyone know that it's with you with the striped sweater? In case you.
Yeah,
you're missing.
I'm over to, let's see, if you're looking to the left, that's me in the striped sweater, and that's Jane next
There
to
you
me.
go. Good job.
Yeah, how about that?
And this is the front of the Leavenworth Times, right?
Yeah, and I'm not singing, or it doesn't have anything to do with
You're
music.
being a high school kid.
I'm being a high school
awesome.
kid,
Aw.
and just doing things like that, and doing things with the Power and Life group, the singing group,
Yeah.
and not having to worry about anything. And I was still, though, inside going, counting down, I'm out of here,
Yeah.
I'm going to go to Boston. I'm going to
Yeah.
Boston.
Yeah.
Look at that. I love that sweater. I wore that sweater all the time.
I think. Look, it looks a little bit like.
It
this
does, I know.
cartoon. Oh, is this
And
your
that's
senior
my
picture?
senior picture.
Come on, everybody. Look
I'm
at that.
so in between hairdos there.
Well, so
and that
Barbra
just
Streisand's growing out at this point. Yeah.
and thus started my whole career of hair.
You did have a career.
I have a
hair.
lot of
We saw earlier in the first.
I know,
your
it's
mullet
just
wig,
lots and lots of hair.
which will be selling
Thanks.
at merch.
No.
And oddly, Billie Eilish is going to be selling
Stop.
your mullet wig tomorrow.
Okay, so I got to be in Oklahoma. Now the the teacher. There was two teachers that got to decide the musicals.
Okay.
The drama teacher and the music teacher.
Okay.
And the music teacher and I were real close. The Lester Dalton. He was fantastic. He's the one that really turned Power and Life and made it amazing.
Yeah.
And he wanted to have me star in the musical because I was like, look, I'm free now. I can be the star. I can do this.
Right.
And he and the drama teacher had to agree on it.
Yeah.
And this year was the drama teacher's year to get his turn or something.
Aww.
And he didn't want me to star in the play for a whole bunch of reasons. But and we could have done Annie Get Your Gun. I could have been.
You could have been the lead.
Annie, anything you can do, I can do better.
Come on.
I could have done that, but we did Oklahoma instead, and so I was Aunt Eller.
Oh.
Where she didn't even have I sang like 2 lines in one of the guys. It was all guys.
Oh.
Oklahoma.
Look at
So
you.
look at me as Aunt Eller.
Oh my God.
And here's the
There's
so
the
that's
so that must have hurt.
yeah. So
Yeah.
that was I was like
It's like the first time an adult is kind of weird about something
yeah.
like that.
He was
That's
jealous
just-
because we wrote our own musical
Which
last
The
the
one
year
that we
before, which
showed.
was 82nd Street Park.
Right.
But what I did here was I started writing my own musical all by myself for me to direct and for the youth of the chapel to do, and it was called Nazareth. It's basically my Godspell. I basically
Amazing.
like Stephen Schwartz took the Gospel of Matthew, I think, and I took the Gospel of Mark and changed it into. So
Beautiful.
I'm just doing Godspell, but this time I wasn't in it. I was. I directed it. I wrote the whole script.
you did all the arrangements,
And I did all
right?
the musical arrangements too. Basically, for orchestra, I said, okay, who wants to do this, and what do you play? What do you play? And then there were like 2 clarinets and a trumpet and a flute and an oboe and a piano player and actually I played the piano, but there was these different musicians, And so I wrote all the musical. And I have a recording of it somewhere, a live recording of the last show, but I can't find it.
But you did, again, you did all the orchestra. This was your first big production.
Yeah. And I love stage. I love, that's why I've always talking about it. I'm writing a musical because I've written, you know, and of course it was very, you know, simple because I was very young.
Yes.
But
did you say your mom typed up the script?
well, I typed it up.
Yeah.
My mom,
Mimeograph.
she typed it into a mimeograph.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. And
Which is-
my mom at that time, that was the only thing we did together the whole year. My mother was basically in full-blown depression by that time.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, and she's told me that, yes, she goes, yeah, I was depressed and it just happened to be during your formative years. And I said, well, yeah. So, but again, 6 years later, her and I are just fine. But this was a really hard time. And my sister was really weird and doing really weird stuff. And then I wasn't,
so
my
you poured
father,
everything into this.
yeah, so I really did. I worked, every night, every day, all night. And then I started, putting it up in the springtime. And
So this is April of 1979?
April 1979, yeah.
Yeah. Wow,
Yeah.
right before we graduated.
Right before my 18th birthday, yeah.
Okay.
So
then-
I knew I really just wanted to do that. I was starting to write songs more, like real songs, not the funny, adolescent. But these are still adolescent songs.
Yeah, but you got to write kind of what you were going through emotionally, and then the changes of your senior year, and then to have success with the musical. So this was the beginning of big writing.
Yes.
Yeah.
I have to check something out. I think I've put up the wrong one.
Oh,
That's all right.
okay.
And we listen to this lovely music.
Oh.
Which one is this?
Oh, everyone's feeling sad for you. No.
Don't feel sad.
Don't feel
Yes, I
sad.
did. I put the wrong one.
Again.
No. Believe me, it turned out okay. We all go through that. You know what it is? We need to want. We need to want to,
Yeah.
be more. And it made me get out and I'm glad I'm not still in Leavenworth, Kansas, It made me go find my dreams.
Contrast that you needed, and again,
Yeah.
that's why it's so. I'm going to bring it back to Etheridge Nation. How beautiful it is! Everyone's taking care of each other. And can you imagine if we had this back when we were in? When we were young,
I know.
Have
and
a
it's,
supportive, and to be able to plan ahead and go on a vacation together and do all those things, right?
Be married.
and be married.
Be me
so,
and you. So, okay.
Okay, so
There
here
we
we
are,
go.
Nazareth. Now, I'm going to next play for you.
You guys aren't going to believe this.
I don't have the recording of Nazareth, but I did find a recording that I made right around my senior year of a couple of songs. And it's basically a cassette player on a piano, and I'm just playing and singing.
No, on what piano? The piano.
Oh,
that's
this piano
in
over here
that she plays on.
This is my
her childhood
piano. Is the one
So
that I play for you guys.
That was in your den.
That was in my den, yeah. So I'm playing, and so the piano, you can hear the piano really well. It's hard to hear me because, for one, I lived in a very small house, and everyone could hear everything I was doing, and I was...
Were you a little shy about it?
I was shy, yeah. Even though I'd been singing in front of people, these were my songs. These were... this is if people have been to a show where I've talked about playing the piano, and I say my mom used to say, well, Missy, you're just making things up,
Yes.
and that's kind of the attitude I got, was that I wasn't a real musician because I'm just making those things up, so
Cut to publishing is a very important thing.
There you go.
Yes.
So so anyway, this recording is not the best,
But
of
just
course.
imagine again.
And I found the lyrics, and I found the recording. So I'm going to play for you now.
So here's your 16-year-old handwriting, 17?
Yeah, 16, 17-year-old handwriting.
And your voice.
And my voice playing in my
in
den.
Leavenworth on Miami.
Okay, let's see if this comes through. All right. Yeah. This song is called Take Me There.
I was a caged in bird. It was all I saw, and no music I heard. But then you came along and you made me free, and now I am yours. So won't you please take me there?
That's one. All right, so yeah. So that's Take Me There.
Okay, come on.
Yeah, listen to me. Isn't that funny? It's like
We're
it's,
not messing around on Etheridge Nation. We're showing everything.
Oh yeah,
This
why
is
not?
just-
Why not?
come
This is where I came
on.
from, and I mean, like I said, it got better as time went on. So, and the next song I'm going to play for you was actually one of the first original songs that I played in front of people other than my friends. You know, I had written it right around the 82nd Street. Actually, I wrote it before 82nd Street Park, and I.
So is this
I
the
put
first
it in
song
it.
that people started going, oh my God, Missy, play that song?
Well, yeah, actually, in Power and Life,
Yeah.
they used to let me get up and do this next song. But I did it on the guitar and played a little guitar solo during our shows. It would
Yeah.
be my solo, and I was featured and with this song, and it was, you know, here she is singing an original song, and actually, remember I played my prom
Yeah.
the junior year.
Right.
I sang this song
That we talked about last week.
with my group. My
Yeah.
group learned it. I was like, really? You want to learn it? That's weird. So it's like the first original song.
So
and-
this is the first, okay.
but this version you won't. This version's just the
Okay.
early version of me
Are
playing it
you
on the piano.
apologizing again
I
for
am.
a
It's
demo?
hard. Just
Bless your
'cause
heart.
I'm 17.
Again,
you know.
there's your sweet handwriting.
Oh,
God
and so
love
the
you.
song is called "I Am What I Am." How about that?
Wisdom I might not understand, and please don't talk beauty. All I have is what I am. I am just a lonely life, living the best that I can. So please don't talk of me. I am what I am.
Oh,
There you go.
come on.
I
Okay.
am what I am. Yeah, I used to kind of do it a little peppier on the guitar. Yeah.
But again, you'd be at things and people go, oh, Missy, I really heard
Will
your
you
song
play
the
"I
other
Am What
day.
I Am"?
Will you please?
Yeah, I know. It was
on.
pretty cool.
Oh, you guys.
I dug that.